when they get on the slippery slope, it's led them away from God. It's brought them to places where, in some instances, they've completely abandoned the faith and they're walking on their own. Friends, Jesus has more for us in this season. And part of it means that He's going to lead us to live uncomfortable lives. It's part of His design and it's part of His plan. But we have to trust Him. And we have to believe that He has the bigger picture in mind. One of the things that we got to do 2 weeks ago when we were in San Antonio is we went out for dinner with Ron and his brother Marlon. Claire's at Bible school, and so is our niece Katie. And so we were down there at the same time dropping off our girls. And we were out for dinner, and he said something to me that kind of caught my attention. And I had to look at him for a second. He said this. He said, Aaron, I'm just playing checkers in God's chess match. I'm not even playing the same game, or I'm playing the same game, but I'm not on the same level. It's a different sort of equation. God's understanding, His the things that He's looking at are so much bigger than just our little moment or our little inconvenience or the bit of comfort that we're trying to hold on to. He's got the bigger picture in mind. Simple obedience means that we're not trying to twist the scriptures or only follow parts of it, but it means, for our own preference, but it means that we're going to trust God and we're going to find peace in that. In verse 109 here it says, though I constantly take my life into my hands, I will not forget your law. And this is a great way to live, friends. Well, I want to make one last point here, and I'll make it quickly because our time is quickly running out. I woke up this morning and I was so tired. I couldn't figure out why. Rhonda might have suggested it was my snoring. But when I looked at my phone, I noticed that at 5:30 this morning, I had a whole bunch of messages that came through. And I turned my ringer off at night because I sometimes can sleep light and it wakes me up. But it still vibrates. And at 5:30 this morning, my phone was buzzing like crazy. And it took me from deep sleep into light sleep. There were messages from Gerson Jimenez in Costa Rica. And I just smiled. We were sharing some stuff back and forth, and so he was responding to that. And it reminded me of that work that we go down and are a part of. The blessing that it's been to take people from this church down to Costa Rica and be a part of the ministry there. And one of the heart postures that we've had in going to Costa Rica has been going down, not as experts who are going to teach these people how to live, but as students who are going down to learn from these practitioners of the faith to live differently, and then come back home and transpose those lessons to live differently here. And it's been amazing.